touchdown.
It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Giants 35, Jets 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before. On the flip side of this, and all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching Trey, are you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3 scored. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Right here, guys.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in.
Wayne Gallman, the ball carrier.
New York.
Touchdown, New York.
Wayne Gallman,
Graham Gano
49 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Darnold now to throw. Being chased out left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Eluding the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a big score. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
29-yard line.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Steps away to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis.
Jones
and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll
line.
get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
To Dion Lewis.
And not totally home free yet, but it's
pickup.
looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
First down.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts.
A gain
That'll
of
leave them with
15.
just 1 remaining in this
First
fourth
down,
quarter of play.
New York.
Let's go now. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 2, 3. That's 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mike, number 4. Mike,
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. Wise move there, looked like nobody opened that second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones caught right side. It's Lewis.
Jones pass.
And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Jones now. Off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On the gun, Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Sterling Shepard.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
Yards.
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Warrior 70. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Jones
16 seconds now on the clock. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And 10.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
To throw again. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. It's
Jones
Lewis.
pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here we go.
Off play action. Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he bats it away, and
Jones
it falls
pass.
down incomplete.
Intended for Golden Tate. Incomplete. Ashton Davis there on the coverage.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Ain't on this defense, no game.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. You're trash.
Mike.
Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to let it go again. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a
swish. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And his first look is incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
56. Mike, 56, right there, right there. 50. Let's go double count right here, double count.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard line.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is third and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Disley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Intended for Will Disley.
So second down and 10. Once again, they go from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Left hash.
On third down, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
For a
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. A pass underneath to Carson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the
nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive players think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone,
at the
the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Right there, 56. Rip left, rip left. Alert.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Single.
Touch 50. Spot that.
On second down, it's Carson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
56 is the mic. Let's go, D.
Mike 56.
12.
D. Big series right here.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chiefs.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey, check.
56.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The tackle made by KJ Wright.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Hey, come on,
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Mike 56.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
No gain on the play.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
Mahomes.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. 3 tight ends to the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Back.
Now it's Carson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
12.
Now it's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Wilson
trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They run the counter. Carson. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
On the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
You need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Chiefs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th
56,
down.
the mic, boys. 50, 43, 56. Here we go.
They're going to try and throw. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds.
Mahomes pass.
And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it, and things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
4th and long.
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
53, 56 is the mic. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
We got double up. 36 power.
Wilson now to throw on third down. He finds running back Hyde. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Can we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Throw inside complete. It's Bell. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Mike 56.
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you say makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
I smell fear in that offense.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So they'll come out 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offense.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Mahomes pass.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
A loss of
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run again with Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A gain of 5.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
They're running it. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. 18. I know he ain't got it.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Here's Carson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Damian Wilson in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
By the Chiefs.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Edwards-Helaire, the
drive
carrier.
Starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
46-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the first down, Chiefs.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Jamal Adams
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 on the Seahawks 38-yard line.
Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Mahomes
well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
For Kansas City.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
5 yards.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Edwards-Helaire will try to run for it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Butker's kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? Because this feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And 8 at the 27-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
56, right there, 56. Yeah, that's what I do. 56 to Mike. 56 is the move.
Now Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
11 yards there, first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Double count. Watch the slap.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. There's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there. It would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
It's our field.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
At the 42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Crunch.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll keep it on the ground. That's Carson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Anthony Hitchens.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain.
It's
so 3rd and long.
And 12.
Yeah!
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Go. Give me that ball, defense. Check.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Wilson's
he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's now
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
14.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Fight on these two. Let's go, Louie.
I got you.
Mike's 50.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Edwards-Helaire on the carry.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Pick it up.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All day. Mike 56. Mike 56. Come on. Mike 56.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Edwards-Helaire,
Now the
carrier.
Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout
line.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Down.
Check 56. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
There we go.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Good. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say,
10,
this is what we
Seahawks
practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Right there, 56.
Hey, defense, let's go.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They had no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Punch left. Mike, 56.
Now Wilson.
Watch the pass.
Sideline throw, that's caught by
Wilson's
Moore.
pass.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds
A gain of 6 there on first. From the
6-yard
35 back to work on 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
It's our time. It's our time.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. You gonna go night-night? We look for signals. Go night-night.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Well, and it's picked.
Wilson's pass intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yellow. 56. Here we go. 56 the mic, boys.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about right a finish to
nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will. They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not on the phone. Where am I on my own? They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when they peep us. Shoes us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. Oh. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah,
I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
I had to climb the heart of the fire, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup.